This original WSRE presentation is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you.
When I get tired of the traveling, I'll stop and call you on the phone, babe. Your voice sounds like pure sunshine, softly warming up my soul. Out here it can get cold and lonely. Sometimes a day waits too long, yes it is. But when I hear you whisper I love you, that's enough to keep me hanging on. Hanging on to what I set out to do. Chasing dreams and catching a few. Then I'll pack 'em up in a song or two, and those songs, they'll bring me home to you. Brings me home. Out here there's a lot of time for thinking on what I've done. Girl, what I'd love to do, just what I've lost, what I hope to find tomorrow, what I miss. Right now I'm missing you. What I miss is holding you close under the covers as the love unfolds. Now it's love that takes me down so many roads, and it's love that brings me home to you. Brings me home. Bring it on home, Miss Mark. What I miss is holding you close under the covers as the love unfolds. Now it's love that takes me down so many roads, and it's love that brings me home to you, and it's love that takes me down so many roads. Love that brings me home to you. Brings me home. Girl, I'm coming home to you. Brings me home. I'm coming home to you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Well, when you live in Nashville and you write songs in Nashville, you definitely have to write your fair share of love songs. And I think fair share of love songs is more like leaving love songs. You know, you have to write your you have left me and broken my heart and I wish you would come back love songs. And you have to write a few you did not leave 1 second too soon for me love songs. 3 or 4 of those. No more than 28. But this is I guess a special in-between kind of lost love song. This is after, a decade
Or so.
and a half, I might be almost over it. Lost love song. Go bye-bye, baby Jane.
Yeah.
Remember you as a sweet young girl whose heart was true. If you promise you remember me as a man I tried so hard to be. Here we go. Bye-bye, baby Jane. Sure gonna miss the flowers in your hair. I'll see you again someday, but I don't know when, and I don't know when. You were my first breath of sunshine, my first taste of rain. A million miles can't take that away. So bye-bye, baby Jane. Go out like we got in. Hey, more than lovers, more than friends. Oh, no hard feelings and no regrets now. Oh, loving each other half to death, half to death. Bye-bye, baby Jane. Sure gonna miss the flowers in your hair. But I'll see you again someday, but I don't know when and I don't know where. You were my first breath of sunshine, first taste of rain. A million miles can't take that away. Bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye, baby Jane. Come on. Sure gonna miss the flowers in your hair. Well, I'll see you again someday, but I don't know when and I don't know where. You're my first breath of sunshine, first taste of rain. A million miles can't take that away. Bye-bye, baby Jane. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby Jane. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby Jane.
Thank you.
Nice. We're really thrilled to be here. This is we've been doing this festival now for a couple of years, and it's been great. It's been a lot of fun, and the writers and the other talent that are part of it are just mind-boggling all week long, hearing these great songs recorded by the artists and themselves as well. So here's a little traveling song. I wrote this song with a buddy of mine, Bill Burnett, back in Nashville. And I was kind of dreaming about traveling, and here I am doing it. So it's exciting. This one, got this recorded by a group called Continental Divide, a little bluegrass group. They recorded it, and it made enough money to get from Nashville gas-wise to not quite Pulaski.
So
but anyways.
So when it says wheels meet the road, it's not all four of them.
But anyways, here's a little tune. I think this will probably be on our next record called Where the Wheels Meet the Road. pulled into a Texaco, topped off the tank. I tightened down the canopy, then I'm back on my way. I'm on Highway 40 passing through with a king lady soul. Then Kentucky rain starts playing on that Memphis radio. As I cross the Mississippi, I begin to realize I've given this old highway the best years of my life. And it's taken me westbound, rolling through the small town, all the way to the Golden Coast. Spent 3 days in LA and head east towards Roanoke. I love watching that blue sky fading in the moonlight. I've got a long way to go. Oh heavens, where my wheels meet the road. Once I met a girl in Tucson, thought I'd put me down some roots. She had a long sandy hair, man, her eyes were desert blue. I stayed with her one summer, now and then I miss her smile. Oh, she's got what she wanted then, a husband and a child. I think about that summer as the road starts getting long. I can't help but wonder where years and miles have gone. They've taken me westbound, rolling through the small town, all the way to the Golden Coast. Spent 3 days in LA and head east towards Roanoke. I love watching that blue sky fading in the moonlight. I've got a long way to go. Oh heavens, where my wheels meet the road. Taking me westbound, rolling through the small town, all the way to the Golden Coast. Spent 3 days in LA and head east towards Roanoke. I love watching that blue sky fading in the moonlight. I've got a long way to go. Long way to go. Heavens, where my wheels meet the road. The road. All right, thank you.
Well, one of the things, of course, you do when you move to Nashville to be a songwriter is try to get cuts. And business has changed so much, but we definitely don't have the TV time to talk about that, nor the amount of censors I would need to discuss it, even with it being delayed. My first cut in town was an interesting cut because it was literally just a few months after I got to town, and it was a song that I had written with a woman for the very first time, because one of the things you do in Nashville is you co-write. You write together as much as you can, because that gives you two people out running the song up and down the streets, you know. And this was my first co-write, and a guy came to me and said, "Hey, I know Chris Ledoux, and he's cutting across the street for Capitol Records. I think I can just take this across the street and get it cut for you." All right. Sounds good to me. And he walked it across the street and came back and said, "Yeah, Chris just cut it." I thought, well, this songwriting and cut thing is going to be easy. I think it was about 48 years before I had my second cut. But Chris Ledoux was a championship rodeo rider and a wonderful artist. He would drive around in his rodeo trucks with the trunks filled up with tapes, cassette tapes, and just sold a bazillion of them on the road, and finally signed with Capitol Records and did an album with Garth Brooks, and this song was on that record. It's called "Making Ends Meet." Left for work and he never came back. That's when Mary had to face the fact that it's up to her to start a new life. 2 babies and just 1 job, gonna take all the strength she's got. It's a hard road, but she knows somehow she'll survive. Making ends meet, holding her own, not afraid of a hard day's work, to give a family a home. Ain't nothing gonna break her stride. There's too much love and pride, standing on her own 2 feet, making ends meet. Bobby's just a regular Joe, and his daddy's farm is all he knows. Calloused hands, he works the fields each day. Banker says the loans come due now. Bobby knows there's a lot to lose. It ain't fair, it's a lot to bear, but you won't hear him complain. Always making ends meet, holding his own, not afraid of a hard day's work, to give his family a home. Ain't nothing gonna break his stride. There's too much love and pride, standing on his own 2 feet, making ends meet. Hard times come and test the faith of folks like you and I. God bless the ones that stand up tall and don't give up the fight. We're making ends meet, holding our own, not afraid of a hard day's work, to give a family a home. Ain't nothing gonna break our stride. There's too much love and pride, standing on our own 2 feet, making ends meet. Now we're standing on our own 2 feet, making ends meet.
Thank you. These guys sure do write some beautiful songs. I just love to have that gift to write, and maybe one day these guys can show me how to do that.
You're a part of all the songs we do.
Well, thank you.
This is a little blue. Actually, I started writing the song on the mandolin, and I did kind of the up-tempo bluegrass thing, and it was really fast, kicking it off. And all of a sudden, I started thinking about my sister-in-law. And my sister-in-law, just about 20 years ago, just a couple days ago, it's been her anniversary, unfortunately, of an untimely death. But anyways, I started thinking about her and how much I loved her and missed her, and started thinking about her name. Her name was Lily Mae. I thought, man, what a beautiful name. I always just loved her name, loved the spirit, and next thing you know, I'm sitting around the kitchen table with a cup of coffee, and I'm doing this and going, I know what I'm going to do with this one. Next, this came along. Now I went walking by the old West River. So when it began to fade, daffodils bloomed, the air was sweet, made me think of my Lily May. Now the winter was long, the wind was cold, my frozen heart just ached. I longed for the touch that I missed so much from my love, my Lily May. Oh, Lily May, I know we'll kiss again. Oh, Lily May, this earth ain't through with me yet. So please wait for me, my angel Lily May. The autumn winds turn my greens to gold, joy into pain, for I kiss goodbye the sweetest lips of my love, my Lily May. When her blue eyes closed and her soul did rise, I held on to my faith. Now heaven holds the one I love, my angel Lily May. Oh, Lily May, I know we'll kiss again. Yeah, Lily May, this earth ain't through with me yet. So please wait for me, my angel Lily May. Oh, Lily May, I know we'll kiss again. Oh, Lily May, this earth ain't through with me yet. Please wait for me, my angel Lily May. Now I went walking by the old West River as winter began to fade. The birds were singing, the world was alive, made me miss my Lily May.
Very much. Well, we've all been in business a long time of songwriting and singing, and had similar highs and lows and chewed up in the middles, and it sure is nice at the other end of that to be sharing the road space. And we've been around a long time, but the band's only a couple years old. Some would guess that that's true of us as well.
Yes,
based on
definitely.
actions alone. But we only met a couple years ago.
That we did at a little burger joint.
Yes,
So
and then
sad.
we all gathered around the table. They were doing songs that were, songs that I grew up on, like John Denver and Harry Chapin and Jim Croce, and we decided that we'd get around the table and kind of sing all of these songs together just to see what, our harmonies would be, and it just fit so well that, we decided to do. I guess it would be like a little tribute, to Jim Croce.
Oh, yeah.
And all of them, because they were
Bonnie.
they influenced us so much. So Gary wrote this beautiful song
Yeah.
called Harry, Jim, and
Harry,
John.
Jim, John is right after John Denver had passed away. I just heard the news on the TV, and I remember just sitting there just devastated. We had been, Mark and I had been on the road for years, and we got to work with most of his band and a lot of his folks, and we, even to this day, we're driving down the road and we're singing, "Take me home, country roads." Anyways, So I wrote this song. It's basically a prayer for myself, and I played it for these guys, and they threw their harmonies on it, and we're still doing it today. Now Harry, Jim, and John, 3 of my best friends. I never had the chance to shake their hands, but when I listen to their music, they're sitting right here in my own backyard. Here they taught me how to play this old guitar. Now Harry, Jim, and John painted pictures with words, from a Colorado sunset to a roller derby girl. Here it took me on a taxi ride that set my imagination free. Gave me wings to fly off with these dreams like Harry, Jim, and John. 3 of my best friends. I get lost to come back home to an easy melody, and there's Harry, Jim, and John singing 3-part harmony. I get lost to come back home to an easy melody, and there's Harry, Jim, and John singing 3-part harmony. Now Harry, Jim, and John left this world way too soon. My heart still breaks every time I remember the news. There's a rhyme and a reason, and their purpose still lives on. Just go ahead and listen to any of the songs by Harry, Jim, and John. 3 of my best friends. I miss Harry, Jim, and John. Thank you. Thank you.
One of my dreams before I decided to starve to death in the music business was to fly airplanes. I was that kid with his head in the sky for sure. Still am. Finally got that pilot's license, man. It's one of my most prized possessions. Well, I knew a kid who wanted to fly. Spent all of his time with his head in the sky. Held his hand out the car window just like a wing, and opened his fingers to hear the wind sing. He was born to fly. If anybody was, no limit to the sky, or the heart of a little child. He was born to fly. Had a poster, a share on the wall by his bed. Yes, I did. Miss Amelia Earhart in his head. And he dreamed he was up there in the co-pilot seat, navigating islands and oceans and streets. He was born to fly. If anybody was, no limit to the sky, or the heart of a little child. He was born to fly. Well, time flew by, left the boy on the ground. 20 years come and gone since he first heard the sound of silver-winged eagles on highways of blue, where Amelia went missing like the days of his youth. He was born to fly. If anybody was, no limit to the sky, or the heart of a little child. He was born to fly. If anybody was, no limit to the sky, or the heart of a little child. He was born to fly. He was born to fly. He was born to fly. Thank you very much. So, unfortunately, I think with good songwriting, and you have to write a bunch of bad songs, I did anyway, to get to a few gems. Have to get all those out of the way.
It's a little humbling at times.
Yeah, it's a lot humbling at times. But I think to write a good song, you have to get in there and live life a little bit. So unfortunately, you don't get to escape real life being a part of your songwriting inspiration. And so that's certainly the case with this song. One of my favorite cities in the world, aside from Pensacola, of course.
It's a pretty romantic place.
Pretty romantic place, man.
A couple mudslides and
Wow.
There you said it. One of my favorite cities in the world has always been New Orleans. My parents met there at Tulane University and went through Hurricane Betsy together, and took me down there just a few months before Katrina went through. And it's an amazing city. It's got the food for sure, and it's got the music for sure, and it's got the love. So I guess if it ain't gonna happen in New Orleans,
That ain't gonna happen.
it ain't just gonna happen. Oh, here I am again on St. Charles Avenue. Jazz is in the air, magnolias are in bloom. There's laughter on the streets, in every small cafe, serving up romance, crawfish etouffee. I thought when I came back to this town, it would turn my life around. Not even New Orleans can make me feel better.
all the good times we had. Makes me so sad that even the memories of you loving me in this old Cajun town
just brings me down. Not even New Orleans can save me now. Oh, I could take you to some famous haunted home, but I don't know why I would. I got ghosts here of my own. I brought them down here with me. Take them when I leave. When you've got a broken heart, well, it's time you really need. I guess there's not one place in this world I could go to get over you, girl. Not even New Orleans can make me feel better. It hurts to remember all the good times we had. Makes me so sad that even memories of you loving me in this old Cajun town just brings me down. Not even New Orleans can save me now. Not even New Orleans can save me now. Thanks very much. So we've been putting the miles on lately.
Yes.
New York and Texas and I don't know where we were.
Just traveling all around.
Atlanta
and
last week. So it's been a fun trip, and so
Been a lot of fun.
it makes you write songs about the road. Of course, that's why there's so many road songs.
There are, exactly.
Because you can't write songs about road food all the time.
although that's what we do think about all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do. Where's the next stop?
Yeah.
So, but anyways, I got this idea, when you're traveling around and you start thinking about home, and I've got my wife and I've got 2 boys, and they're growing too quick, and it's hard, to leave them, and you miss them and stuff, and you miss all your stuff. And I notice as I get closer, I always get excited to go and, do the jobs that we do and the shows, but I love coming home, and I hit the state line, I just start counting down the exit signs, and as I get closer, I get a little bit more excited, and, I miss my pillow, and I miss my wife, my kids, and all my stuff. And I have this conversation a lot with traveling salesmen, and they tell me the different things that people miss, and it's quite interesting. It's not always that stuff they miss. But anyways, when I wrote this song, I was living off of exit 201. for 17 days. Haven't slept a wink and my whole body aches. Soon I'll see my kids, my wife's sweet smile. Now I'm counting down exits, 201 is mine. Yes, I'm counting down exit signs, 201 is mine. It was cold in Chicago, dirty in Detroit. New York just knocked me down with all the damn noise. Boston was old and the Irish whiskey fine, so fine. Now I'm counting down exits, 201 is mine. Yes, I'm counting down exit signs, 201 is mine. Now I'm staring out a windshield, I'm dreaming about home. I'm kissing my wife, man, I'm holding her close. Laying her body down next to mine all night. Yeah, I'm counting down exits, 201 is mine. Yes, I'm counting down exit signs, 201 is mine. Now I love to play my music out here on the road. Like a sailor who's called to the sea, I just have to go. Oh, but I love coming home. Yeah, I'm counting down exit signs, 201 is mine. I've been out on the road now for 17 days. Haven't slept a wink and my whole body aches. But soon I'll see my wife, my kids' sweet, sweet smile. Yeah, I'm counting down exits, 201 is mine. Yes, I'm counting down exit signs, 201 is mine. Count down exits, oh, 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 201 is mine.
Thank you very much. So everything, of course, you've been hearing tonight are our songs, and most of what you've been hearing is on our debut record called Runaway Home. Yes. And we're about sick of singing those songs, so that
Time
means
to make
record time.
Time to make a new record.
We just got to slow down long enough to do it. So
Yeah, we have.
Not exactly sure how much time we have left singing tonight, but I could sing all night up here for sure.
No doubt.
Oh, yes.
Y'all don't mind, like, you bring your
Camping out?
sleeping bag, camp out a little bit?
Usually, oh, thank you.
I hate to stop.
We usually, after our shows, we'll go and we always have a jam back at the hotel room or the cabin or wherever we're staying, someone's house.
Yes.
And we'll go and we'll sing all night, and then we'll go back and we'll sing another couple more hours. And then on the way home, plop in a John Denver CD and sing some more to the show.
So we're all going to sound like Leon Redbone this time next year. So we hear about being homesick, of course, and that's a part of being on the road. But it's also sometimes a part of being home. I think it's a special kind of homesick when you're homesick at home. So that's where this song comes from. birds are singing, the sun's coming out, there's a gentle breeze blowing throughout the house. Everything looks like nothing is wrong, but you're somewhere else, and I'm homesick at home. Left your face in the mirror, your shadow on the wall, you sit on the pillow, you laugh down the hall. Oh, it's just like you're here, but I'm here all alone. Such a cruel contradiction, I'm homesick at home. Now the dogs are laying round, doing just fine. There's red ripe tomatoes out on the vine. You've got my heart, but that's where it belongs. I guess that's why I'm homesick at home. Left your face in the mirror, your shadow on the wall, you sit on the pillow, you laugh down the hall. Now it's just like you're here, but I'm here all alone. Such a cruel contradiction, I'm homesick at home. Left your face in the mirror, your shadow on the wall, you sit on the pillow, you laugh down the hall. Oh, it's just like you're here, but I'm here all alone. Such a cruel contradiction, I'm homesick at home. Such a cruel contradiction, homesick at home.
Oh, thank you.
Now one day we're gonna have us a river, a wild running river, flow through our backyard. And on either side we'll lay greener pasture as we look out, we know heaven's not that far. Oh, and one day we're gonna have us an old house, a pretty little farmhouse, handmade cabinets and doors. We'll make curtains for the windows, have flowers on the table, dance slow and easy across the hardwood floor. Oh, 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 one day. Now one day we're gonna have us a red barn, dusty working red barn filled with tractors and tools. And we'll till up them pastures down by the river. We'll plant our garden by the face of the moon. And then one day beautiful babies, big eyes, little toes, and they'll be baptized down in that river. And from them, faith, hope, and love will flow. Oh, 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 one day. Now one day, when my time is over, and I'm looking back on all the good in my life, I'm gonna see my sweetheart, my children and their children, and I'm gonna smile as I close my eyes, because one day we're gonna have this river, a wild running river, flow through our backyard, and on either side lay greener pasture. As we look out, we'll know heaven's not that far, and on either side lay greener pasture. As we look out, we'll know heaven's not that far. Oh, oh, oh.
I think we're going to leave you with this song. It's a song that I wrote a few years back. I live about 25 miles west of Nashville, kind of tucked back in the hills, and got a little spot in a holler back there. And back behind the holler, up to the top of this hill, is a little spot I go to get things figured out when I'm feeling a little lost, or when I've made a mistake. And I don't know if you guys have been here long enough, like, say, maybe, the first note.
Yeah.
But I'm up at that little spot often.
It's kind of where we hold rehearsals, really.
Yeah, we're going to move the fridge and the bed and the couch up there soon. I hope that you guys have a little place you go to get a little peace. And I've been down here before. There are many, many places I would go for sure. But I hope tonight, at least for the last hour, this was your spot. So we'll send this out to you. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for having us. And we love coming down to the songwriting festival. And now you're not going to get rid of us here. We'll be knocking on the door every year. So. Let's go from the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Well, the moon unfolds just like a note from a lipstick seal, envelope and spread like words across the sky, followed by a shooting star, comet's tail, a planet far, miles above a long-lost satellite. That's the view from the top of this hill, takes my breath and makes my heart stand still, lying on a blanket, staring off into space. I like to think everything I've lost, what I've gained, and at what cost, where I can see over my troubles and my spills. From the top of this hill, babe, from the top of this hill, babe. Now a westbound jet flies overhead, down below everyone's in bed. Lights go out 'cause the hour's getting late. Shadows on the pine trees dance, just like chance and circumstance. Life never looks the same from from day to day. And hey, that's the view from the top of this hill. Takes my breath and makes my heart stand still. Lying on a blanket, staring off into space. I like to think everything I've lost, what I've gained, and at what cost. Where I can see over my troubles and my spill. From the top of this hill, babe. From the top of this hill, makes my heart stand still. From the top of this hill, babe. Oh, I'm a king on a throne. I am a wild heart, rolling stone. I'm strong.
I'm strong.
I am happy. I am free. And that's the view from the top of this hill. Takes my breath and makes my heart stand still. Lying on a blanket, staring off into space. I like to think everything I've lost, what I've gained, and at what cost. Where I can see over my troubles and my spirit. Oh, now that's the view from the top of this hill. Takes my breath and makes my heart stand still. Lying on a blanket and staring off into space. I like to think everything I've lost, what I've gained, and at what cost. Where I can see over my troubles and my spill. From the top of this hill, babe. From the top of this hill, makes my heart stand still. Top of this hill, babe. Good night, folks. Thanks for being here. Yeah, smell those pines. Smell those